I'd say my favorite game besides mine was the Green Bay Chicago game because I was over at Jason's house and we were just hanging out. We almost turned it off multiple times after Green Bay was up big. And Nick was just joking, it's not over, you never know. And then
Yep.
they just kept chipping away. So that was my most entertaining one, I'd say, for the wild
It
card weekend.
definitely had
Great
the mo
wild card weekend.
it definitely had the most entertaining handshake at the end,
Oh
right?
yeah. Jeez.
How we
Are we
doing?
good? How are you?
Been better.
Yeah. It was a tough game, man.
Oh my
Tough game
God.
for the Eagles. It was hard to watch.
Tell me about it.
Many fronts, yeah. You have
Long.
any quick thoughts you want to just get off your chest real quick
It's
while the
just been a
Cowboys fan isn't here?
it's just been a long week, I'll tell you that.
Hmm.
But recording this on a Thursday, January 15th, though, we did fire our OC, Kevin Patullo. So happy about that. That's a win in itself. It's not the only problem. Probably 99% of Eagles fans will just say that's the main culprit, and it probably is definitely a contributing factor. But I think there's just a bunch of things, though.
Yeah.
Partial injuries, maybe a little bit of not having that hunger, that drive, a little bit complacency, a little bit of stuff on Jalen I put,
Yeah,
not willing to run.
it was kind of weird. He didn't want to run at all. I thought there were plenty of opportunities that you guys had too. You didn't get a lot off those turnovers either.
Yeah, penalties, so undisciplined team, so that's on Nick Sirianni too. So it's on everything. AJ Brown had his own issues, drops, you know. Rushing game the whole season.
Struggled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw how easy it was last year, you know.
Yeah. That's got to be. I mean, the play calling definitely was to be desired. Like running four verticals on that 4th and 11 at the end was probably not the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I say to that too also, whether that it's the OC, but like Jalen, then come on, let's change the call, maybe, you
Yeah,
know?
absolutely.
So I don't know what it's all the issue or what's going on there, you know?
Hmm.
You know, it's the last play potentially of the season, you know? So it's like, oh hey, maybe this doesn't really make sense. I'm gonna make a call. I'm gonna change this. You
Well, yeah,
audible.
they all talked about it too. Like everybody there was like that meeting. They called a timeout before it. So
Yeah.
if, yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I
Yeah.
feel bad for Jalen because this is like his what, like 11th new coordinator it's going to be in a row.
Yeah,
Just
and
no continuity.
this is not an Eagles podcast, sorry guys. But yeah, you actually hit it on the nail. It is gonna be the 11th since college, which is really I mean, we say crazy, but it really is crazy when you think about it. It's like a new system, a new language. So 11 in a row.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Just really quickly. So we are going to be doing our Schlabcast divisional round games previews. But before that, very, very quickly, we'll just touch up on the games from last week. So for the wild card round, we did have Rams at the Panthers, just narrowly getting the win 34-31, close game.
Great game.
Bears another great game. Bears Packers 31-27. Bears take out the Packers. Another close one. Bills going to Jacksonville and getting a win 27-24. So all those games within 3-4 points. And then even the 49ers game, 49ers coming back beating my Eagles 23-19, so 4-point game. Then as we get further in, Patriots dominating the Chargers at home, and then we have your Texans, Jeff, 30-6 over the Steelers,
Yeah,
trouncing the Steelers and sending Mike Tomlin
packing.
yeah, into free agency and potentially Rodgers into retirement as well.
Besides your game, obviously, well, that probably wasn't your favorite, but what was your favorite? It really was
Um,
the fourth quarter of all these games is when things really got pretty crazy.
I mean,
Jordan
yeah,
Love played the best out of the losers, we'll say that for sure. He didn't really make any mistakes. They just couldn't put up any points in the second half. But Chicago again, man,
yeah,
Jesus.
they got
Just
it
it
done.
doesn't matter how many they're down, they just keep coming back. It's ridiculous. You don't think that that's sustainable in the playoffs, but wow.
They
Yeah, we
move
kind of
on
knew we talked about the Buffalo Jacksonville. We knew that was going to be a close game.
close. Yeah,
Jacksonville could have easily won that game, but we kind of bet on Josh Allen just stepping up and saying that he's not going to be a first round exit this year. I think we all kind of thought the Chargers didn't have a great chance in New England. I thought Herbert played very terribly
Yeah,
with no excuses of what was around him. He had open guys and he was running out of pockets that were fine, and he heard footsteps all night, and that's not good. Three poor showings for him in the
yeah,
playoffs so far.
yeah. I would have expected just a little bit more from Jim Harbaugh and his team. I thought they were gonna put up a
Yeah,
little bit more of a fight. And then in your game, Steelers, I
it was a
definitely
It was sweating though, man. It was 7-6 in that game for so long, for
that's true.
so long. And finally they hit that big third down to Kirk, 3rd and 15, set up to go up 10-6. And it kindly gave us some breathing room. And then after that, the defense just took
Slowly, like
over completely.
became an avalanche. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. CJ Stroud, we got to take care of the football, but only let them they only got 3 points off CJ's two fumbles, lost, and a pick. They only
Yeah,
got
so
three
the
points.
defense is championship
So
defense right now.
unbelievable. I'd say my favorite game besides mine was the Green Bay Chicago game because I was over at Jason's house and we were just hanging out. We almost turned it off multiple times after Green Bay was up big. And Nick was just joking, it's not over, you never know. And then
Yep.
they just kept chipping away. So that was my most entertaining one, I'd say, for the wild
It
card weekend.
definitely had
Great
the mo
wild card weekend.
it definitely had the most entertaining handshake at the end,
Oh
right?
yeah. Jeez. That was a classic Jim Harbaugh moment, right? Was didn't
Yeah.
he do that? And he was super stoked on a playoff win, and
It
somebody
was
didn't
like
like it.
him and it could have been like Jim Schwartz or something.
Yeah,
I'm
that was the another handshake gate.
from the wild card now, moving towards our divisional round games. Only 8 teams left. So starting from Saturday, the 1:30 p.m. the afternoon game, we have Bills visiting the Broncos. Looks like they did not play each other during the regular season. But
Did they
anyway,
play in the wild card last year? So they it must have been the other way. Denver at Buffalo.
that
They were
that's that
okay.
yeah, and it was Bills 31-7 for what it's worth. I know it's different
Gotcha.
teams, different time, but and right now it looks like the spread opened at Bills -1.5, and now it looks like it's down to actually it says Bills open -1.5. Now it says Denver
I
minus
have
one.
Denver at -1.
Wow. So it's
Yeah,
swung all the way.
a lot of money got put on Denver.
Yeah, yeah, after they saw the Bills line.
Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting. I would say it's pretty even. So, but I wouldn't want to, I didn't think Buffalo needed to be favored, but I guess they're still kind of favored if it's only 1.5 or one. I like this matchup. I picked this matchup to happen. I think the Bills can take care of business. I think Denver's frauds, 1 seed. I think Bo Nix will play decently, but Josh Allen just looks like he's ready to go. He put that team on his back last week, and the defense showed up when they needed to at the end. So we'll see. I know it's hard to play in Denver, but those guys have been sitting for 2 weeks.
You got a point there. I will give it credit again. Sean Payton will, I'm sure, have them ready. I was hoping the Bills, maybe I underestimated the Jacksonville Jaguars. Maybe that's what it was. I thought the Bills would actually have a more decisive win against the Jaguars, but they played them tough all the way until the few minutes left into the fourth. I think the Broncos have equal, if not better, defense.
They don't have as good of an offense, though, I don't think, as Jacksonville
As
has.
Jacksonville, you don't think so? Yeah, I kind of liken Bo Nix just his play style and everything a little bit to Jalen Hurts. I think he's a little limited passing, but he does have that unique rushing ability. He doesn't usually turn the ball over. He's pretty careful. I do go back and forth on this game, actually. You have the Bills.
I'm taking the Bills. Yep.
Even though I'm not a Sean Payton fan, I think I'm leaning the Broncos right now. I
The
guess
weather
the
is going to be cold.
okay.
I was just looking at that. It's 29 right now. Let's
So
see what it's going to be on. This is the Saturday game, right?
yes,
Yeah.
Saturday afternoon. So definitely cold, but not necessarily something that Buffalo can't handle. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean the altitude, however.
Yeah. High of 43 on Saturday, partially sunny, real feel. So it's not warm. Definitely not warm. Not
Okay.
much wind. The Bills could not run the ball against the Jags. So I think that is going to be a big key. They needed Josh Allen to like take over at the end there. Cook was really not able to move the ball well against them. So
It's a good
I
point.
think if Denver can do the same, it's going to be hard for the Bills again because you're just going to get tired up there.
Yeah. That's a good point. James Cook was very quiet for his normal production.
Hmm.
It's one of those things where it's like Josh Allen can be completely like superhuman and win them the games all the time, but it just doesn't feel sustainable. That's like what it is,
Yeah, he was
you know?
getting thrown around. His hand, he had his
Mhm.
hand. He was
Yeah,
looking.
they're,
His knee was
they
hurting.
were talking about all those injuries, he has his foot, and he's like
Yeah,
holding his, yeah, like you said, he's holding his knee as he hit, like you said, yeah, his hand. So he's just getting all beat up. He is superhuman. I give him all the credit in the world. He's rushing, throwing, whatever. But the word, I guess, for me is sustainability, and I just don't know how long, if he can just keep it up. He's got 3 games left,
yeah.
can he
That's a lot,
stay
though.
can he
That's what I'm
endure?
saying. You need Cook to have a big game to help him out a lot. That takes a lot of pressure off of him if Cook can have a big game. So I think that's maybe the X factor, and no mistakes for Bo Nix. Basically, that's the recipe for Denver winning. I just got to say, Buffalo wants it more. I'm not ready to pick them to lose yet. That's my
I
thinking.
can't argue with that for sure.
Yeah, let's move
I'll
on
then the
if you're
next
good with that.
I am good with that.
Same day, the night game,
Hmm.
third matchup of the season,
Yes.
Niners at Seahawks. Number one seed, the Niners were a 6 seed, I think.
Yes.
The weather for that, the Seahawks are -7, I got right now
I
on
know,
DraftKings.
crazy, huh? And then I just
Huge.
also want to mention very quickly just for the regular season games, they did split the series 1-1 earlier this year. 49ers won 17-13 week 1, so obviously a while ago, but 17-13, and then Seahawks obviously won that week 18 matchup most recently.
Just that terrible showing from the Niners.
Yes.
It looks decent weather, 52. It should be fine. Some fog, no rain or anything. Nothing,
Um,
no real story there. I think Seattle -7 is too much. I would say like 4.5 or something like that. Sounds a little better. A little
yeah.
bit more than a field goal. I don't know if they win by a full touchdown.
Yeah, I'd even say 3.5, but 7 feels definitely way too much.
The Niners are just sneaky. We saw it last week. Caleb mentioned it, where they just score at least a couple times every quarter, and then all of a sudden they have 20 something points.
Hmm.
Kittle's out for the season, torn Achilles, I think. That
Yeah,
sucks.
that was a
He's been
bummer.
battling all year. So that sucks. That's kind of a gut punch. They didn't get Fred Warner back. So they're decimated still. And Seattle, I don't know why we're doubting Seattle. I guess Darnold really does need to prove it. He's never won a playoff game. But if we were just judging them on the performance that they've had all year, I mean, then it should be -7, Seattle. But I think we're all just scared of this Darnold playoff thing. And what is, but it can't be a fluke now. He said back to back, just great seasons. He's got a great defense.
I will keep repeating it till the end of time. Divisional matchup. You gotta think though that Kyle Shanahan, after that last loss, most recent loss, he's cooking up something. They are depleted though for sure. You're definitely right. And yet they still found creative ways to beat my Eagles.
Yeah, that trick play
You know,
was
trick
huge.
play using use check in the form of like a Kittle.
Yeah, he's got pretty good hands too.
They got a little bit of momentum. They know if they win 2 more games that they got the home Super Bowl game. So
Yeah,
they know if they win this game, they possibly have Fred Warner back the next game. So I'm just
yeah.
speaking on the side of the 49ers for a moment.
I get it. I
Now
don't know who to pick.
now coming from the Seattle side, yeah, like you said, Sam Darnold, arguably MVP conversation for the regular season, has Jackson Smith and Jigba, arguably the number one receiver this year with Puka, or just
Yeah,
tied up there.
just
We get
just
it.
right up there.
Good dual running game, Charbonnet, Walker, another elite championship defense right now with Mike McDonald has. We've been saying with the Broncos and some others, like Seattle has been really, I don't want to say flying
No,
under the radar,
absolutely.
but I feel like maybe it's
For a
because they
number one seed, yeah.
just complete team defense, discipline, flying all over. At home, it's going to be so loud at that stadium, the 12th man.
I
So,
gotta go with Seattle. I picked the Eagles to beat the Niners last week. I thought they could have done it. They had chances. The Niners just played a little bit better, less mistakes, but I think Seattle's just playing way too well right now. I don't think that bye stops their momentum one bit. Unless Darnold has a terrible game, then that's going to raise a lot of questions. But if he just plays okay, they can have a Houston type situation and just have a hopefully another 17-3 game or something like that. You don't have to do a ton. Get the ball to your playmakers' hands. You got a good running game, got a great receiver, good new tight end. If he can just play, I don't want to say Alex Smith style against the Niners, but that's kind of his MO, type of game manager type of player. So I got to go with the Seahawks. I'm picking Seattle.
Did you see the Sam Darnold was added to the injury report today?
Yeah, I guess we should talk about that.
I
I
guess
don't
it
know
was
if it's a big deal,
it was
but
an oblique injury, but I guess he said he's playing. It's just kind of interesting,
very
you
interesting.
know.
A little wrinkle in there. Yeah, I'm sticking with Seattle. I don't want the Niners to win, so I'm gonna go with that as my reasoning. I just think we shouldn't be underestimating the Seahawks in the season that they had.
I think I'm gonna go with Seattle too, and especially the home field advantage gives me the edge right there. It's hard to doubt Kyle Shanahan, great offensive mind,
I
and
know,
when he has CMC, you can never doubt CMC.
I know.
And Salah does have that defense flying.
Yeah, maybe he's a little distracted with his interviews or
Mm,
something. I
that's a
don't
good
know.
that's a good point too. Moving on to the next game, we are
Sunday,
all right. So your game, Jeff, Sunday
yeesh.
afternoon, Houston Texans visit the Patriots.
Kind of a big test for both teams, I'd say, because we've both kind of had that chatter that we haven't really played anybody that good all year. But I think if we can get to May kind of the way that the Chargers did a little bit last week, I think they have a chance. CJ has to have a protect the football game manager game. He's either got to make some big plays or just protect the football. We can't afford to not score in the red area or to give up free points to this Patriots team because May will make you pay and he'll find people. Stephon Diggs played for Houston last year, was a one and done, got hurt. He might have a little extra something in his step playing against them. Our GM, Nick Casario, came from New England, so he knows that team really well. So there's some exciting storylines. I'm not really sure Drake May proved that he's, capable last week, but he didn't make enough mistakes to lose. But really, he leaned on his defense. The same thing for Stroud. So it's really interesting matchup. This could be a snooze game that might not be very exciting for some people, but for you and me, we'll be on the edge of our seat basically the whole time. You can easily seeing it be like a 13-10 something game like that.
I could see
I don't
that.
know.
I could even see them opening it up a little bit too. So it looks like you guys did not play this year.
No,
Patriots are 3-point favorites. How's the weather?
good question. Probably will be about the same. I'll look it up.
CJ Stroud's definitely gonna have to be more aggressive in this game for sure. I know in the last one when they're playing the Steelers, we were saying, more on the conservative side, just don't make too many turnovers, just don't do too much, because we were confident your defense could hold the Steelers, and that's what happened. This game, I feel like with their very complete team being the Patriots on the other side, and I do think Vrabel's on that aggressive mindset, so CJ Stroud and will have some moments where he will have to, be more aggressive and need to make those plays. Definitely can't turn the ball over. Vrabel's going to be looking at all those. Your line, how are you feeling about your O line?
Good. I mean, we ran the ball great against the
That's true.
Steelers, like some of the best we've done all season. So I really liked that last drive where they just had to just run out the clock basically. Everybody knew we were going to run it every time, and we kept getting it. So I like that. CJ's got to have a thing. It's most likely Nico is not going to play. So I would say that's big.
It's looking like it.
He hasn't practiced so far.
It's
It's already
concussion.
Thursday. Yeah,
Concussion.
and
Yeah.
it's a concussion. So
Everybody got to step up. Next man up. Wide
yeah,
receivers.
and they're going to be all over Kirk after what he had last time. So it's going to be
So
kind of on the rookie guys.
rookie.
Maybe a big Dalton Schultz game. He had a lot of big blocks against Pittsburgh. He didn't have a lot of catches, but yeah, somebody's going to need to step up to be the new Kirk of this game. He was just huge for us on third down. The weather does not look great. 33 chance of snow
Mm.
throughout the day. So only a 25% chance, but not great. It was cold and 30 at Pittsburgh also. So I don't think that really scares the guys. May is a lot more mobile than Rodgers, so they did struggle with that a little bit at that Chargers game I went to, with just Herbert kind of escaping because the Texans kind of just play. They don't really rush more than four a lot. So if
Mhm.
those guys over rush, we don't want to see May just slipping out for 15, 20-yard
Yeah,
runs
he
on,
can get
you know.
sneaky like that.
Yeah, he had a lot of big
Mhm.
runs last week. So that's my point of emphasis, I would say, for the defense to keep track of. I know we'll try to get to him for sure. Maybe make him force a couple throws, try to get a pick. We need CJ to play a good game, though. If the Texans are going to win, we know what the defense is going to do, but we got to have CJ play a good game. I thought he stepped up better and hit some good throws on that in the fourth quarter, but he's got to come out banging. And maybe Nico being out will help open him up a little bit too, and not
That's
having
true.
just that oh God, I got to get him my guy the ball every time, or I'm always looking at him first, or we'll
Mhm.
see. I don't know. That's maybe just wishful thinking, but
Late Sunday morning edition Tank Dell is
yeah. Oh, we need him, man. He would be huge right
activated.
now. We need him so bad. He's still on my dynasty team. Somebody
I
dropped
mean,
him for nothing,
he's
and
gonna
I
play at
picked him
some
up.
point. He's gonna
So
play at
he's
some
gonna
point.
play at some point. Yeah.
Also, just random shout out to your right tackle, Trent Brown, because that dude is huge.
You like that guy? Yeah.
That guy is massive.
He's like
Like,
a foot taller than everybody out there. It's
and
insane.
and wider. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, did you see Sheldon Rankin scoop that
yeah.
score and run it all the way in? Oh my God, that's his
That's
second touchdown of the
it's like a
year.
space eater.
Guy's over 300
Yeah.
pounds. Like, just absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. I love that Rogers' last throw was a pick six. And he tried to tackle the guy and he juked
Um,
him.
that
It is awesome. See you, Steelers fans. But this is big. This is a big game for CJ. This is always where we've gotten to, and the game's kind of just been a little too big for him the last 2 years. And we've played good teams. Obviously, if you're in the divisional round, playing a good team. But I think I like Houston's chances. I really do. I think if the defense plays well and Stroud has a good game, got a great chance of winning.
yeah, I like your guys' chances as well. I agree with your mindset about the defense, though. Yeah, you got to keep Drake May in the pocket as much as possible.
Yeah, whether that's like a spy or something like that, but they're gonna have to do something about that. Obviously, I'm
Mm.
picking Houston. Can't go wrong now. But who you got? We said Patriots -3.
Screw it. I'm gonna pick Houston too.
All right. I think they can do it, man. We'll see, Leslie. We will see.
I think it's gonna be a close game. I think all these games are gonna be close. Obviously, the home field will be a factor, but I don't think it will necessarily affect the Texans. We'll
Yeah,
see. And they have, if as long as they have that championship defense, then they have a chance, you know.
totally.
So
All
let's
right.
go to the last game we have for the Sunday night. We have
This should
the
be good.
Rams visiting the Chicago Bears.
This should be a good game.
This looks like it opened at Rams -3.5 and actually went to -4.5 Rams.
Wow. So people are not having faith in the Bears right now. Oh, it's gonna be cold.
It's cold.
Oh my God,
Oh,
it's gonna be cold.
I know LA won't like that.
Oh, mostly cloudy and very cold. A bit of snow in the afternoon. Real feel 6.
Wow. Yikes.
Wind chill potentially to -5. Wind gusts of 29 miles an hour. 78% chance of precipitation. Oh, we saw the struggle throwing the football in the wind and the coldness. So that's going to be a huge challenge for Matthew Stafford in this high flying Rams throwing game. I don't know. What's your initial thoughts of this?
Yeah, the weather does definitely play a part. For sure, that favors the Bears a little bit. If you go back to last year, Eagles and the Rams playing in the divisional round, it was snowing. That one was a close, low-scoring game. It didn't really look like it affected the Rams all too much.
That's where they came back at the end and made it close right there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and could have potentially won. got stopped on downs, but
Yeah,
I think the weather will make it come down to like who can be like you said, if it limits the passing game, who's going to be the more physical team, especially on running the ball too, could favor the Bears. Ben Johnson gets really creative. I think Caleb can't turn the ball over though and do his normal like clumsy like things he does where he starts running
yeah.
around doing too much and hold on to the ball.
Does their luck finally run out? Is this Rams team just too good? It's pretty stinking good.
I don't think they played each other this year. They did not. Rams, I mean, they're a little bit hurt again, like I mentioned from last year. So they're out to win, but Ben Johnson trying to out to prove himself as well.
Are you seeing this Rams 3.5?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a lot because that's essentially saying it's 6.5. I hate to bet against Chicago after they have just been able to pull these magical wins out of their ass. But it seems like Stafford is just on this mission, this one last mission, you know. He's just so dialed sometimes. And Puka, all you have to do is like throw a ball anywhere on the football field and he'll just like magically appear and it's just like
Yeah.
catches it upside down. Like,
Yeah. Catch it, spin move, accelerate.
yeah. Or you just get him a screen and you can't even stop the guy. So, and they're gonna have three guys on him, and then who's you got on the other side? Devontae Adams. Okay. Some of the best hands in football. So I gotta pick the Rams here. I'm who I'm feeling. It's been a great year, Chicago. You have a lot to be happy about, but fuck, that means I'm picking three away teams. No, I'm sticking with it. I think Stafford at least goes to this NFC Championship. I think it's just going to be the moment's going to be maybe a little too big for Chicago, regardless of the weather or anything. I hate to bet against Ben Johnson right now, but if you give me Sean McVay, he's kind of like the goat of these young coaches. I'm picking the Rams. I'm sticking with it.
I'm picking the Rams too. I, for one, don't hate betting against Ben Johnson, but I'll still go with the Rams. I mean, I'll give the Bears as much credit as the 49ers too. I mean, he's done a hell of a job, Ben Johnson, with that team and how he's
Yeah,
transformed Caleb.
but man, they looked pretty bad for a while in that game last week too. They looked dead. How many times did they go for it on fourth down and didn't get it early on? He's kind of like that Dan Campbell type of situation. And it's like when it's not going your way and you keep sticking with the same thing, it doesn't go well.
Yeah,
You know, it
I
works
see
well
that.
for a while, but if it's not going your way to start, then it's really hard to dig yourself out of that hole.
I agree. And this could just be my little bit of my bias, but I think there's something in that, like even this pettiness handshake too, where stuff like that, I don't know, like it
Karma
comes
comes
some
back to get you.
a little bit sometimes, I feel like,
Yeah,
but
I can see that.
we'll see. Maybe not this game, but I don't know.
Their
It's
luck's
gonna be a
got to
good
run out
game.
at,
It's good.
at some point.
At the same time, would you be shocked if they won?
Not at all. No, because they keep doing it, and we shouldn't
Yeah,
be at this point. They keep doing it,
yeah.
and it's just another juggernaut knocked off the list of a coach and a team. So
I think we're pretty much locked in. I have the
yeah.
Rams too.
So I think the only one we differed on was Buffalo, Denver. I went Bills, you went
Yeah, yeah.
Broncos.
Surprisingly,
Both went Seattle, both went Houston, and then
Rams.
we're both going Rams. Okay. Yeah, that game could be totally different if it's freezing too. So, I mean, the ball is very hard to throw when it's cold like that, and it turns into just a rock.
Yeah,
That's where I wish it was more like that at our game because then it's a real defense like versus defense. Who cares if it's 6-3? We're gonna beat you. Both Chicago and the Rams can put up points out of nowhere. So it's really gonna come down to who's got the ball last and if it's a one score game.
yeah.
Not
True, true.
They could be the same thing for all these teams. They've
Oh,
all shown that they can come back and win. They've all shown that they can stomp people as well. So it's a big toss up.
any other final thoughts?
Tomlin fired, added to the nine coaches. Harbaugh looking like he's going to go to the Giants. Any quick
That's
thoughts
right.
on that?
Actually, I'm not stoked about that. Giants finally making a smart move, I feel like. I know it's getting a little bit stale on the Ravens, but he's great coach. That's
Yeah,
how long he's been sustained success. So
yeah.
I think that was a smart move on their part.
I agree. Help develop Dart. It could be good
Looks like we're in talks with maybe Brian Dable, speaking of the Giants, and Mike
for OC.
McDaniel. Maybe
Okay,
or maybe, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say talks, but interest. So
I like it.
I like either one of those.
Yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in. It's been fun. We'll see if our picks turn out well. Go Houston.
Yes, go Texans.
We'll see. One Schlav remaining.